and welcome back to Sister Street. I'm Janelle.
I'm Steph.
I'm Keke.
It's fucking cold in this house.
It's not. I'm still
It's freezing.
sweating.
I have a blanket.
I always
I'm
have a blanket.
freaking
So.
sweating. I'm going through menopause.
You're not going through menopause. Jesus Christ. Welcome back to another episode of Sister Street.
My headphones are already falling off. This is going to be great.
Great.
We're off to a great start.
Because you have clean hair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because you don't wash it usually.
You'd think it would be slicker from having dirty hair versus having clean hair, but my hair is always more slick when it is clean. This is like 4 days now, and it's all
Never
over
in
the
my
place.
life could I go that long without washing my hair. My eczema would be like, girl.
I mean,
We're here.
That makes sense. That makes sense for you. I don't have eczema on my scalp. I don't actually think I have eczema at all. I just get
lucky.
wonkiness.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's fair. Welcome back to another episode of Sister Street. It is hot as fuck here in Northern California. So Keke has decided to make it the frozen tundra inside of this house because it's cold.
I'm hot.
I hear you, but we're freezing. I feel like you and I need to switch seats. It was very cold over here, directly under the vent, and
So we need to switch. Great. Okay, so next episode we're going to be switched.
I'm so cold. It would be weird for me to sit over there. I'll have to look a different way. I won't be able to see PP or the TV by looking. I'll be all confused.
I don't move.
We should one day though sit in each other's seats to see how weird it is.
We should sit the way that we do when we get pedicures. Because we
always on this
never
side.
switch that.
And I'm over
always
there,
over here.
and Keke's in the middle.
That'll
odd.
be interesting.
We switched the last time we went.
To pedicures.
We did?
Because, I was on the end
we were on the
closest to the
other
door because
side.
we were on the other side.
Oh,
So-
because I'm usually closer to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very odd. It was very, very odd. Yes. So, like I've said for I think the third time now, welcome back. It has been a weird month for us since we went to Chicago
You know what's fair?
for Wild and Windy.
Every episode, it's been a weird week, a weird month, a weird day.
But it's been 3 weeks since we've recorded. 2 weeks since our Alice episode came out.
fair.
Feels like 5 years since
But
we
it
recorded.
does. It feels like a really long time has passed.
a lot's happened.
Oh, got him.
It's my echolocation.
Yes, a lot has happened. So we've went to Wild and Windy in Chicago. We spent a couple of days there. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about our experience, but we'll start off with current reads like we always do. But there's also been just a lot of random personal things that have gone on, like falls and hospital visits.
Not from us.
No, we are all fine.
Our grandmother?
Not
so
so
much.
much. Yeah, it's been a weird thing. It's been a weird couple of weeks. But anyways, we're happy to be back with you. And I guess we'll start off like we always do. We'll start off with our current reads.
I was just also thinking about how we were like, we need to talk more. And we're like,
And I have talked for the last, I don't know how many minutes.
at least
It's
5
fine.
minutes.
Everything is fine.
Killing it.
FYI, I haven't really slept, so I don't know what's coming out of my mouth today.
Fair. It's also first of the month. So we need to do what we're looking forward to in June.
Well, you know what? I don't have that.
clue.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until
clue.
just now.
You know what?
Let's
So-
look at my
Find
calendar.
that on our Instagram later.
Fair. Good call. All right, who wants to start with current reads?
That's you.
I usually
start.
go first. So I actually
I
started
don't even know what my
reading
book is
an-
about.
It's not your turn. Shut up. God, she's like, go.
It's not your turn to speak.
Shit. Well, I met a new author when we went to Wild and Windy, so I started reading one of her series. It was, at first I was like, how am I going to get into this? So the first one, please hold, I already forgot. Short attention span, because it's not the one I'm reading right now. The first one is called One is a Promise, and then the second one is Two is a Lie, and the one I'm currently reading is Three is a War. I was trying to finish it last night, but that wasn't happening.
Fair.
It's the first book that I've read in a really long time that's a single point of view. So it's just her, and I was like, oh God, how am I going to get through this? But she writes so well that it was so easy to read, considering I read the second book in 2 days.
Did you mention the author?
Pam Godwin, if I didn't.
I don't
That's
think
her
you
name.
did. So yeah,
Pam Godwin.
This is one of those moments where, was that light red or was that light
I
green?
don't remember. If I didn't, it's Pam Godwin.
So are they all sequential books or are they standalone?
No, you have to read them
so
in
they're
order.
a series with...
Yeah, so it
okay.
starts out with the main character.
Trilogy. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, the main character, she like meets this guy. Obviously, surprise, romance. Woo. It's love at first sight. They like fell in love, blah, blah, blah. Went through their whole... Literally, I think it was like maybe 8 months that they were together. And then he was like, surprise, I have a job overseas. I have to leave for like a year.
Oh.
Well, then he never comes back.
That dick.
I'm shocked.
Yes.
Is he in jail?
Does something happen?
I'm not
Does he
spoiling
die?
it.
Okay,
You have
so
to read it.
okay. So something prevents him from coming back.
Yeah, he
Okay,
doesn't
okay,
come
okay,
back,
okay,
but
okay,
then
okay,
she
okay.
meets this other guy who's, I am team, his name is Trace, Team Trace, 100%. Which is weird. You think
Is
I
this
would
a
be...
Y choose? Or is she in
Yes.
it with one?
No, it is a...
Okay.
Yes.
Keek was like, don't dash my dreams.
Yeah,
No, it's a
hold
Y
on
choose.
a second.
You think that I would... The other male main character, even though that went away, he's not really present. His name is Cole. You think I would be team him because he's like badass with tattoos. No. Trace is where it's at.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I literally cannot say anything else without spoiling the remainder of the books.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I had a feeling that
Oh.
the ending...
PP
PP put a jacket on.
And I'm still sweating.
Dead.
I knew that the ending of One is a Promise, the first book, was gonna, like, shock me, but I literally was like, what? I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
And then it was like late at night, and it's like, I'm gonna wait to start the second one. I didn't. And I like these books so much, I bought them. They're not on KU.
Oh.
There you go.
The first one is free, so if you go
Does
on...
she not have any on KU?
I don't think she does.
Oh, I mean, that's
So
fair.
the first one, I looked it up on Goodreads. She has, if you read the reviews, she has a comment on there where you can get it for free. But the second two, you have to buy them. I did. Not upset about it.
Good choices.
They're very good. Yeah,
Okay.
and I was definitely in a reading slump, kind of like I just couldn't really get into it until I started these, and now I'm just like, all I do is read.
Fair.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because I have had a hard time getting into books lately.
That's how I've been.
So,
Like
You've
I've just
been rereading a lot.
yeah, because I can't even get into my arcs that I have. I mean, I'm getting into the one that I'm reading now, but it's also probably because it's one of my favorite authors. So
Yeah, I think I needed a refresh. Like I took a break from Mafia for a little bit.
Because this one is not Mafia
No.
or this is Mafia? Okay.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm not
No,
in my
but
hockey
it is-
genre right now either.
It is so good. It is a really good series.
oh, mine's not Mafia at the moment either.
What is wrong with these two? Just kidding.
Not that I know of yet.
All right, so where are you at? What are you reading?
I'm reading an arc by J.A. Lowe. It's a sexy anime.
The
Yeah.
sexy enemy. Okay.
Yes, it's part of her Italian Nights
I'm
series.
sorry. Where?
Italian.
No.
Italian Nights.
I'm gonna have to start a note on my phone of weird shit that she says.
Fuck off.
Window seal.
Camera.
You know how hard it is for me to try to spell out sill? Because I want to put seal when I type out Windows sill. Takes a lot. Anyways, this book comes out on June 9th. It's Enemies to Lovers. So her name is Natalia. His name is Alessandro. That's a mouthful for me.
Alessandro.
Yes, that's a lot for me.
Now I have Lady Gaga stuck in my head.
Alejandro.
Put your echolocation away.
Wazoo! That's right.
All right, go ahead.
We will get to that.
This isn't gonna go well today, guys. Enemies to lovers. They wake up in Vegas married. Their families are rivals, and that's all I know about the book so far because I'm only on chapter 1.
Killing it. Oh, damn. But you got a lot down in that first chapter.
Yeah. So they're trying to figure out how she wants to annul the marriage. He's like, "Fuck no, bitch.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to
Okay.
do something in order for me to annul it." And she's like, "No, fuck you. I'm
To what?
stubborn." Annul. Annul.
Annul.
No. Yep. Mhm.
Annul. Is that not what I just
You
said?
said annul.
You did.
Whatever.
A lot going on there.
She didn't say anal.
I was so worried that's where we were going. Butt stuff.
That's why I'm gonna get a whiteboard and just start talking that way.
No.
No, because you still misspell things on a whiteboard and then you try to claim
You literally
autocorrect.
just said that you can't spell windowsill. Still not going well for you.
I'm also confused. How often do you have to write the word silk that it's a concern of yours?
You know what's funny is lately I've been writing it more.
Because you have plants in your windowsill.
Yes, I've been talking to my mom about what we can make for the kitchen window.
Sill.
Takes me a minute. So then the paint isn't coming and
The
peeling
amount
off.
of concentration it takes.
I can't. So yeah, that's what I'm fucking reading.
There. So I have a new author that I've never read before.
Look at us!
I know. I'm so proud of us. PP's gonna be so happy. I am reading Killing Calm by Haley Tyler.
Okay.
It is a motorcycle club.
Oh, okay.
And-
Other.
Yeah, we have
obsession.
We have moved from one obsession back to the other. So this is the first in a 5-book series, and I think there's actually, I don't remember if the series is complete or not yet, but there are also little novellas. So I started this with the first novella, which I kid you not, you all need to check the trigger warnings on that because they definitely go into, and she fully describes an essay.
Oh, okay.
And it's written really, really well. But if that's your trigger, I would suggest
Stay
not
away.
doing it. It's
Okay.
it's 80 pages, and the whole book is basically that situation.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
It's good though. It's written really, really
Yeah.
well. So yeah. So and then book 2 is, or this is technically book 1. So this is, first book is 0.5.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
This is book 1.
Like an Emily Rath situation.
Yeah, essentially. And so this is brother's best friend. He falls first. He falls hard.
I love those
I love
tropes.
me a he falls
I love
first.
He Falls First. Ooh.
I love me a he falls first. And yeah, it's gritty and it's dirty and it's good, and I'm a fan. So essentially, she's dating. They start her off by she's dating the brother, which the brother and her were best friends, and then they started to date because she wanted to be with the older brother. And his name is Sebastian. They call him Bash.
Ooh.
She's Addie for Adeline. And then
I love that name.
the
too.
brother is Reed.
Like
Spencer Reed.
It is spelled the same way as Spencer Reed as
We
well.
will get there. Calm your tits.
So yes, so it is. I'm enjoying it. There's 5 books so far. Plus, I think there's a couple other little novellas. I think there's 3 other novellas. But yeah, I'm like right at the end. I'm at 90%.
Okay.
So I'm right at the. It doesn't sound like there's a third act breakup. I'm sensing that there's no third act breakup, which makes me happy. But it is him who is in trouble,
Ooh.
which I love, and he's the president of the motorcycle club. So she's trying to like rally everybody else. It's really great. I'm enjoying it. I mean, that's all I got. While we were after Wild and Windy, I went back into my motorcycle club because I realized that there was a series that I had started and a new book came out. And then when I went to go look at the new book, I was like, oh shit, this is book 6 and I'm on book 3. So I read book 4, 5, and 6 in like 3 days. They were glorious. And so I was like, I'm going to stick in my motorcycle club trend. And so then TikTok did not lead me wrong.
Nice.
They did real well. So
Yeah, I struggled trying to figure out what I was going to read next. I wanted to read something from Pam Godwin, but I didn't know. There was one series I want to read, but there's like 10 fucking books in that series, and I don't have the attention span for that right now.
I mean, that's fair because we also need to get into our Gianna Darling, which that's also motorcycle and fan.
It's a lot of.
We have a lot of. I have so much on my TBR.
Correct. But I think we're gonna use. Are we gonna use our Gianna Darling for our Read With Us series?
I think so.
I think so.
Sure. We're gonna start with
I
book
think
1.
so. We're gonna try. Really? Because I'm still sweating, guys.
For racing.
I'm hot. I'm like hot.
So yeah. So that's. I'm excited. I have more books to read after this, which is great.
I don't know what I'm going to read next. I haven't decided.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have 2 more arcs I have to try to get to.
How well for June though? Because it's now June 1st, right?
Yeah, I have 5 days.
Okay. Great. So she's gonna cram that all in.
Yeah,
So she said.
pretty much. Yeah.
Nothing comes out this month. Here I am at my calendar.
I think I have a couple, but I'll share
Well,
mine
we can do them
in our little reel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Backing up a minute. Do you enjoy third act breakups or do you not want third act breakups? Because sometimes when there's no third act breakup, it's It's like a downfall for me.
I think I need to break up my third act breakups. So
fair.
if I get too many in a row, I'm like, this is
That makes
so
sense.
much for me.
That's fair.
Like it's predictable. You know
Yeah.
what's coming. Especially when it's like the same type where it's a secret that has been being kept the
Yeah.
whole time and then it comes. But if it's a different style, like this is not a third act breakup.
Yeah.
But or
But
if
something
it's
happens.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I would rather the third act issue be that somebody needs to be saved rather than a breakup.
Oh, see, you would love this series.
Really?
There's so many secrets and breakups and literally. It's like I literally don't want to put it down because I'm like, there's so much happening. So much activity.
Fair.
Is she gonna be
No.
at any of them?
I don't she's not going to Wild and Windy Chicago next year.
Is she in Vegas? I don't
know.
so.
She was one of the major sponsors this year.
Yes, because we have a cup from her. I'll get it in a minute.
Yeah, the cup is her.
Yes.
I know. My husband was like, "Oh, are you obsessed with her now?" I was like, "Maybe." She's a beautiful human being.
Correct.
It's one of those things where we'll put a picture in front of your
Yes.
face.
Genuinely, this was when we get to talking about. Oh, I guess
Yeah.
we can just start because. Yeah. So goodness gracious.
My bad.
So to kind of go in, we'll step into our discussion about Wild and Windy. So to kind of pick up where we sort of left off.
Yes.
For Pam Godwin, you saw her walking by us.
Literally, we were walking around and this is going to sound like I'm obsessed with her. This is so weird. But we were walking
often
and
sound
I
like
just
that.
happened to like look over and I was like, oh my God, she's beautiful. She's got like beautiful red hair. She's like covered in tats. She was absolutely beautiful. And I was like, yeah, I want to meet her.
So then we got a wristband. and
Wristband.
Steph got to meet her the next morning.
She was
First
super
thing.
sweet. Yeah, she was very sweet. I was like, do you mind if I, take a picture with you? And she was like, sure, not a problem. I literally had never read anything of hers before, but just because of the interaction and how sweet and kind she was like, I want to read one of her books, and now I'm obsessed.
I think that's one of my favorite things about
Yes.
going to events.
Yeah.
Is meeting
New authors.
new authors.
Yeah.
Because sometimes meeting, obviously, authors that you've loved for years sometimes doesn't go well.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that did not happen this trip for us.
Same.
Because we
I was a
definitely
little
had that
nervous.
experience in Steamy Lit.
Yeah.
This trip solidified my love for Amy Dawes.
Oh,
Fair.
100%.
crazy.
My God. She cracked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She was fucking hilarious.
She's just so unhinged and does not give an actual fuck what anybody thinks about her. She was so funny. Yeah,
Yes.
the panel that we did with
Yeah.
all of them for the sports romance, I really enjoyed that.
The fireball loving was a shock. I wasn't expecting that. That was great.
Yeah, so the panel that we did, it was sports romance. Who all was on it? It was
Piper Rain.
Piper Rain,
Liz
S.J.
Tom
Tilly.
40.
Liz Tom 40, S.J. Tilly.
What was her name? Callie Nope, not
No.
Callie
Yes.
Matthews.
No,
Yes.
Callie Melly.
Callie Melly.
I see. Yes.
I was like Bella Matthews.
No.
Then Callie Melly all
Yeah,
together.
Callie Melly and then Amy Dawes. Amy Dawes was literally just sitting on
With
the
her
end
flask.
with her flask of Fireball,
It was great.
just drinking and being
telling
obnoxious.
The most unhinged stories about her husband, which was hilarious.
And she even said, "What happens in this panel stays in this
Yes.
panel," because her poor husband. Very embarrassing story. We all thought it was hilarious.
Correct. Correct. Stephanie had not an embarrassing
I
moment,
did.
but an outburst that caused
Yeah.
several people to look at us.
I
during
was
the-
not ready for everybody to look at
S.J.
us.
Tilly was talking about the Alliance series books and was talking about how, Dom almost didn't have a book, and I went, "Excuse me?"
Out loud.
Out loud, and everybody
Like, out
looked at me, and I
loud.
was like, and she was like, "Calm down, I wrote it."
Which I don't know if we've ever truly talked about what our tattoos are. So this is
that's
our, I'm kidding.
nice.
I will do it. I will do it.
I have a fuzz stuck to mine.
You can't.
So-
I can't. No.
There it is.
Wait.
Spider-Man.
This way.
So we all really connected with Dom. the book, which is book 3 in S.J. Tilly's Alliance series. And Dom has this phrase that is called lean in, where it's basically you're trying to lean in and make it the most of what your life is and enjoy the things that are coming through for you. Or just being there and being present in the experiences. So that really resonated with all of us. We're also all 3 on a mental health journey. So hope is heavy, and hope is fucking heavy, man. So that was a line that Val says in one of her chapters that also resonated with us. So we got hope is heavy, and then lean in against our flowers, which are one flower for each of us. There's a dandelion for me, a tulip.
A dandelion?
A daffodil?
It's not a dandelion.
I'm talking about.
Words.
Drunk. I haven't had enough coffee. A daffodil for me. That's my own flower. I
was like, a dandelion. Winning.
How embarrassing.
Did we have the same tattoo?
Well, surprise. Ours is different.
Anyways.
A tulip for Keke in the middle, and then a rose for Stephanie. So we actually got, when we were doing our line with S.J. Tilly, we did get to show her our tattoos.
Yeah. Janelle did her picture with S.J. Tilly
so
first,
dumb.
and she was like, oh my God, I didn't tell her. And I was like, I will. And
She was living her best extrovert life.
I don't know what happened to me. Something came over me.
You were like a whole, yeah.
But when I was, talking to her, I said, I don't know if my sister mentioned, but we actually got Dom tattoos, and she literally went, shut the fuck up, give me my phone. And I was like,
so
when
funny.
she goes, get together, let's take a picture. And I was like, okay. And then she posted it on her Instagram.
Correct. She sure did.
I was like, bam, girl.
This was all pre-finding out that Dom was not supposed to get his own book. So then Stephanie went into shock while we were in the panel.
Yes.
But no, that was a really fun panel as well, because I also really enjoy. You guys haven't read Liz Tomforty's books, but
We also learned that that's how you spell, how you say her last name.
4D.
4D.
Yes, she did tell us all that, which is great, because I still sometimes find myself saying it wrong, but I'm working on it.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I love her books. I think they're so great. The next one comes out in July, but she's a local girl for us. On top of that, she lives like 2 towns over from us. So it was really fun.
It's like 2 towns?
Technically, there's like a town between us.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I guess if you go up this way and that way, they're right next to each other.
It kind of really just depends on what way you go.
That's a fair statement. No, they're not 100%, are they?
She lives near us.
Fair. Well, it's PP trying to tell us. I'm not good at geography, okay? I need maps. Sorry. Anyways, so it was really fun to get to meet her and kind of talk about things. And I think the day or so after we got back, maybe like that same week, she went to one of our local bookstores and signed a bunch of books. And
so
none
mad.
of us saw it.
I'm
I was
so mad.
sad. What sucks is I had been in that area earlier in the day, and I totally could have gone to get it. And then Stephanie saw it.
Yes.
Keke was driving around. She was on her way back from a trip with our other friend, and they ended up detouring to go look.
There was nothing there.
There was nothing
So
there. But yeah, no, I feel like we had really great interactions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even a couple people that Keke and I had met in Steamy Lit in last August, we got to reintroduce ourselves or say hello or whatever. And we had a much better experience this time versus last time. I think it probably was timing and end of days.
So Wild and Windy is not at the butt crack of fucking dawn.
Correct.
I liked
Steamy
that
Lit
it was
is
kind of later in the day.
butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
So it's more of a nightlife vibe.
True. Because that's true, because all of the panels were also at like 7 p.m. to like 10 p.m. in staggered there, which was fine for us because we went from California to Chicago. So it was like 2 hours ahead for us.
Yeah, so we were fine.
But I know that there were some people who were struggling.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm good. It's golden.
Who else did we meet? Shane Rose.
Yeah, she was glorious.
Almost made Janelle cry.
She did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have
She
this.
was great.
She is a fan of Found Family, and so I think you guys have all been here to know that I am not blood related to the two of them.
People like to point that out.
Correct.
But she's still our sister.
They often tell me that I am not family, or they make jokes that I'm not family, or when people find out that I know something that they don't, they go, well, why did she get to know I'm family? So it's a big thing. It's like a whole thing. It's a sticking point for me. It also doesn't help with my own insecurities and my own mental health. It's really, really great.
Put your clip down.
Did you just smush your finger?
She did.
I was really back to fidgeting with the fidget spinner.
Forgot that was there.
So we showed Shane Rose our tote. I made us straight Sister Street podcast totes that I had people sign when we took with us.
Yeah, we each had one.
Yes.
Keeks had one on the back for Keeker's Corner and then one side for Sister Street. And I think you had people sign your Keeker Corner kind of side, right? Yeah. So, and we each got different authors too, because we were like separating up and going to find authors that we wanted.
I stood in line for authors that I arced for.
Yes. And so when we were with Shane Rose, she was asking about it. She wrote down our name and she was asking, she's like, oh my gosh, are you guys all sisters? And I said, well, not technically. And I said, well, they're sisters. I'm just adopted. It's fine. And Stephanie made a comment. I can't remember. What did you say to her?
I said something. Oh, she goes, oh, like found family. And I said, yeah, sometimes found family is better than your actual family. And then she laughed and I was like, I made her laugh.
Yes. And so
my day's made.
My brain went, oh my God, Shane Rose just validated me.
It was an emotional
almost started
experience.
crying as we were all taking photos.
And she was like, I want to take pictures with you guys together and also individually. We were like, okay. She was the first author we met, right? Did we start with her?
No, not technically.
No, we got I think she may be our first wristband.
Yes.
That we didn't get outside in the line.
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Because you started off the day.
I started out with Rebecca Sharp.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about your experience with Dr. Rebecca Sharp.
That was freaking great. I was so excited. I feel like a little kid in a candy store. I stood in line. I talked to the person in front of me about the books and helped her decide to just buy them all.
Of course you did.
And then I got up to Rebecca Sharp, the author.
Doctor.
You know, she doesn't sign it as doctor. She signs it as Rebecca Sharp.
That's fair.
And I put down my little tote that says Keeker's Corner. And she read it, and then she started signing, and then she stopped, and she goes, wait, you're Keeker's Corner? And I said, oh my God, yes, I am. I said, yeah. And then her PA came over, and she goes, oh, you're Keeker's Corner? And I'm like, oh my God, again, yes. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm alone. My sisters aren't with me. I'm uncomfortable.
It's true, we weren't.
I was trying to get wristbands for Nikki Sloan, okay?
And I was getting something signed.
And she talked about how she likes my posts when I get 2 posts, because I haven't been doing that as much lately, but anyways. And she reposts all my stuff and everything, and I was so excited I bought her books.
She did.
Ma'am,
what? Calm your
how
feet.
excited she just like launched something off the bottom of
Just the box with all the where we save all stuff. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Freak.
I move my feet a lot.
Where I wish you guys could see her. She's like a kid in a candy store.
Like,
she's like
It was exciting. It's like one of those moments where you're like, I'm not going to freak out when you meet a celebrity, but then you meet your favorite author and you're like, oh my God, I'm panicking.
I mean, that's fair, because I was in line across the aisle from Pete. Like, I wasn't far. And I was getting something signed by Dana Isley, and then Stephanie had gone around the corner, because how they have it all lined up and whatnot. We were basically trying to do all of our edges first and then do the center and the next day. So Stephanie had gone over to get a wristband for Nikki Sloan, which was just down at the corner. Mm-hmm. And so I see Keke, and she still hasn't gone yet. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to Stephanie. So I go to Sam with Stephanie. We get our wristbands. And then we're waiting for Keke so we can get our wristband for Keke, because you have to be present to get your own wristband, which is fair. I mean, it's valid.
I get it.
So Keke comes around the corner, and I swear to God,
the look on her face.
I was like, something bad happened, or something really good happened?
I was like, this is either pure joy or she just had the worst experience of her life. I don't know.
She gets to us, and I was like, how did it go? She goes, I can't talk about it yet. And I was like, oh shit! Oh, shit!
And then she was all, guys, she knows me.
I thought she was going to faint right there in the middle of the crowded aisle.
Yeah. I love her. Her books are freaking great, because that's where Spencer Reid comes in. She has a book called Ranger, and the main male character is based on Spencer Reid.
And that's the series that you bought this trip, right?
I did.
Because she has a catalog of like 20-something
700 million books.
She's also going to live in Vegas, and your girl's going to finish buying the whole series in Vegas.
Correct. That's a fair statement.
Which scares me.
We originally thought we were going to drive to Vegas.
That's not
happening. I think we're going to fly.
Well, because our flight home, so had, I almost said pit stop.
Oh, it's close enough.
It's like a pit stop. Layover is the word I was looking for. From Chicago to Vegas, and then from Vegas to Sac. And it was like less than an hour flight.
Yeah.
So we were like, maybe we'll fly.
Yeah. It was much nicer than driving.
Because
however
driving
many
from
hours.
here to there is,
Like 6-8 hours?
I think it's 8 hours.
To Vegas?
Or is it 10?
It's like 9 or 10.
Okay. So either way, it's a lot. But we also were really nervous thinking that we were going to have a ton of luggage fees. I will tell you, between the three of us, we came home with 45 books.
Yeah. There's not a lot.
We'll do a couch session so you guys
Honestly,
can see what we came
That's
home with.
pretty low compared to some of the posts that we've seen.
Some posts and people from after Wild and Windy
Yeah.
brought home, singular person brought home over 100 books. And I love that for them, but I could not.
I would panic.
No.
I would be dying
Yeah.
of how to get them home.
Yeah.
And I hope, and I wonder too, were those people who lived locally? Like,
I
did
hope
you
so.
drive?
Yeah.
Did you ship them? But the way that how quickly they posted them when they got home, I imagine it was either they flew, and they
Or they're local.
or they're local. So,
But no,
yeah,
we panicked enough bringing home 45 books.
correct.
Yeah, trying to get all of that situated into our luggage.
But we did it, and we,
We
were
checked
well
more bags.
underweight. So we knew we would have more time.
We checked
Yes.
more bags coming home than we did going because we needed to put some of the books in
The carry-on.
the carry-on.
That
and I
seemed
wasn't
too
going to
heavy.
lift that shit.
No, absolutely not. That shit was
No.
heavy.
No.
So,
That was...
so it was great. I think that was probably my favorite part, was trying to reorganize the bags and fit everything in there. And we brought Ziploc baggies
Yes.
to put our
Yes.
books in because we couldn't find the like the little bubble wrap
Yeah,
sleeves.
like the mailer thing.
Yeah. So I was like, well, let's just put them in Ziploc baggies so that way they won't at least get like water
Yeah.
damaged.
Yeah. I do have an idea, though. We'll have to take it off camera
have an
because it
idea.
involves our family, on somebody who can make those little things that I bought, the book sleeves.
Oh, yes.
If we buy all the material and ask her, we could ask.
That's fair.
Because then we could just give her an amount that we want.
Yeah.
I didn't
As I
think
say,
about
take
that.
it offline and we just continue
And
to
then you
talk
just
about it,
kept
whatever.
talking. That's a fair thought.
Yeah.
But as far as takeaways from Wild and Windy, I think I found like 3 or 4 authors that I want to start reading. However, did I start them? No, I got sucked into
I did.
freaking MC. But there are a couple more hockey romance people that I will be
Yes.
looking into, like Callie
Millie.
Callie Millie, there it is. I want to look at hers. She has like a whole
Yes.
series of hockey.
Oh, I'm going to forget her name. Was she on the end? Was that Rochelle Page? Shoot.
Where? The end of where?
On the end of the
She,
aisle.
wait, the one that was doing the blind date with the book?
Yes.
I think it was
right?
Rochelle Page.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, because I want to read some of her stuff.
I feel
there
like it was her.
We got so much swag on top of all of this.
I have so
Yes.
many stickers. Oh my God.
We're gonna deck out our cart. I won't lie. Buying that book cart
Yeah.
was a
Was a
freaking
lifesaver.
savior for us.
Yeah. It's still a little rough, obviously, to manipulate with all of those people because it's Wild and Windy caps out at 1,000 attendees. So it's 500 VIP, 500 general admission. So it's still, 2
still a
rooms,
lot.
1,000 people trying to move around.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
The
it's still
smaller,
rough,
they
but
had like a big room where a lot of,
Yeah.
I don't even know if you would say big name authors.
they're the
really,
ones that you would,
like-
or I think either one of the higher sponsors or
Yes.
have a lot of people interested in meeting
Yeah,
them.
so
Yeah,
they had
'cause they
like
do
a
a
really
poll.
big room in the ballroom. And then there was like a smaller room, like Ashley Jade was in there, who Janelle and I really wanted to meet. So we brought the words so we could have her sign it.
That's why there's a gap up there in case
Yes.
you haven't noticed.
The words was up
The
there.
word, yeah, it's usually
And
sits
like
right
we
there.
got to meet Chantel Tessier in there.
Yeah.
Gianna Darling.
Gianna
was
Darling
in
was
there.
in that room.
She is gorgeous.
She is so pretty.
So pretty. Who else was in there?
Kat Singleton.
Kat Singleton was in there.
She has a book coming out this month.
And I had just finished her book on the
Yes.
flight
You did.
to her,
Yes.
on the flight to Chicago. So that was fun to get to meet her and have
Yes.
her sign our tote. I think she'd be
Yeah.
there. Yep.
We didn't get to
Megan Brandy
meet-
was in that room too. Amo Jones was
Yes,
also in
I was
that
like,
room.
well,
There was no way we were getting in that
Absolutely
line.
not.
No.
Her line was so long. I mean, we stood in line decently long for Ashley Jade.
We did.
But it was worth it. 'cause
And that
she's-
was our last thing that we
Yeah.
wanted to do because we knew we were going to be like we had
She
high
wasn't going to be at the
numbers
next
for her.
venue.
Yeah, well, rightfully
or
so.
She
She's-
might be. She's
Yeah.
scheduled to go to Vegas, but she's also having
She's
a baby.
also pregnant. And yeah, so who knows what the timing's going to be like that
Right.
for her.
So-
I think we ended
With Sarah
our
Kate.
signings with Sarah Kate.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to touch her butt.
Yeah.
I think we all
On
touched her
accident.
butt on accident.
Yeah. I was like, we put our arms around each other to take a picture. Then as I was backing away, I touched her butt and I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry you touched her butt." She was like, "That's okay. I liked it." And I was like,
Okay, so I feel like I'm weird. When you take photos with people,
I don't know what to do with my hands.
also fair. But
freaks
when
me out.
they put their hands around you, and they will touch you.
Yes.
I don't actually touch them. I hover.
I do
Is that
too.
me? Is like that a weird thing?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm uncomfortable, like putting my hands on them, like touching them.
I just don't know if they put their hands on me, so I feel like I should be able to reciprocate, but I also don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
You
I
know-
like hover.
Yeah.
I think it depended on the author on if I touched them or not. Rebecca Sharp, I did. Shane Rose, I did.
Well, because
Shane Rose gave us hugs.
Well, she
Yeah.
hugged us in, so I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
But I don't think I.
But I don't know if
touched,
they think it's
Amy Dawes
weird.
or.
But I also, for me, I guess this is also me being a short girl. Most people put their arms over my shoulder. So
True.
for me, my arm goes around the waist. So I hover. I don't know if that's weird or not.
I don't know. What do you guys do?
Yeah, tell us in the comments down below.
PP's got a question.
Well, no, I've got more of a statement. So
Okay.
it's funny because I hear this conversation with guys all the time, especially when they take pictures with women.
I mean, that's fair.
Like there's Reddit's got a whole thing where they will like scour for pictures of celebrities taking pictures with women and to
the
show
hand is,
where
like,
their
hovering.
hand placement's
Yeah.
at. So it's either hovering or it's on the shoulder or it's like it's never around the waist because there was like this weird conspiracy going around at the time that a lot of the men in the Me Too movement that were getting Me Too'd had pictures with women where their hands were around the waist.
Oh, okay.
And so you either put your hand like Keanu Reeves is really
Yeah,
good
he's
about
really
having,
good
like,
about
a
it.
couple inches
Yeah.
separating
Then you get people
Jason-
like Jason Momoa who like just smothers people's faces,
Yeah, but
or
that's- but
Jeffrey
that's-
Dean
Jeffrey
Morgan.
Dean Morgan.
that's a tactic though.
Mother me.
That's a tactic.
Really?
Yeah.
To
So
smother
if
me?
they no because what they're doing is they're giving
unhinged
they're
woman.
giving a bear hug.
Oh, so it's over exaggerated.
It's over exaggerated.
I
Look
see.
at where my hands
That's
are.
fine.
Look at what I'm doing. This is nothing sexual. I'm not doing this as a predator.
It is for me.
I'm doing this because I'm having fun and I genuinely enjoy the hug.
Okay.
So you have one of the two, and everything in between gets completely blown out of proportion. So I just think it's funny that women have the same thought of like, where do I put my hands on another woman?
Well, I also just think like for me, if somebody were to put their hand around my waist, I don't know how, man or woman, I don't know how comfortable I would be with that.
That's an
depending
intimate
on-
spot.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
an intimate spot.
and I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know.
I did have that thought mostly, honestly, when I was with Sarah Kate. But then she was like, "It's okay, you touched my butt," and I was like, "Okay, I was fine."
Yeah, because when I pulled my hand away,
That's when I touched
grazed
her butt.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." She goes, "It happens all the time. You're okay."
So what she said, she goes,
Sorry.
"It's there, it's out, it's fine."
I don't know. I just because I didn't like when the only person I think that I actually touched, like wrapped my hand all the way around, were S.J. Tilly and Liz Tom 40.
Yes, S.J. Tilly. Yes.
But then I
did
did. I
touch her.
hovered with Sarah Kate. I hovered with Amy Dawes. I hovered with Nikki Sloan. I hovered with literally everyone else. I think even Ashley Jade I did.
I don't remember if we did or not.
I don't remember. I just
don't know.
these are weird things. I don't know why. I just
I know.
started
I thought
thinking
about it too. I was like, "Is this uncomfortable? Is this weird?" No, I did the same thing.
I was
So-
like, is there truly like an etiquette for that? I guess is more my question. Am I missing something?
As a man, yes. So there's a couple things you can do. You can either make sure to do the hover hand.
Yeah.
You can put your hand on the shoulder if you're comfortable with it. For me personally, what I found, middle of the top of the back.
I was.
Oh, so you put your hand
between the
up.
shoulder blades, because it's so from you can see that it's not around the waist. It's not actually you don't see that touching, but it's also in a spot that I have found as a man when interacting with women that is the least offensive place to put
I
your
would
hand.
still be. I would be more comfortable with that.
You'd
with
be
around
more
the waist?
comfortable?
No, uncomfortable.
Oh, uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that is such a
You're put the
on
push.
contact.
Yeah.
That I instantly would like. Nope, don't
So,
touch me.
but then let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this: when it comes to the hand positions, what is most uncomfortable?
I don't like people touching me in general.
That's fair.
So I'm
That's-
not the person to ask.
That's a good. That's
I'm
a good
like,
point.
you're too close to me in general. So
I also
You live your life.
I did. I was like, I'm touching everybody.
there's also I will also sometimes make my fist instead of like full hand out.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what I did with SJ Tilly and what I did with Liz Tom 40 is I have my hand is closed.
Yes, I think my hand was closed a majority of the time.
I don't know why I overthink shit like
No,
this.
I did too.
No, and it's fine because I have thought about that for most of my life as a man. One thing that I never do is if my hand is going to be on somebody, I never just do fingertips.
That's fair.
You never do a soft touch. You do a hard
An intentional touch.
palm on the back. Like this is not.
See, I'd be like, "You trying to fight? Why are you touching me that aggressively?"
So to me, when you put your hand here,
Nope,
that's one of those moments where the man goes up here.
And I don't know if you noticed, my hair literally just stood up.
Yeah, and no, and
She's my sister touching me, and I'm like,
and yeah, but no. Again, you don't do that.
I don't.
Put your hand on Steph's back. I will tell you exactly where to put it. Down.
"Oh, see, nope,
There.
nope."
Is that bra line?
Almost.
That's in between shoulder blades.
Okay.
Nope.
In between shoulder blades, right above the bra line.
Can you literally feel the goosebumps forming on my skin?
Yeah, but again, you don't like to be touched.
I don't.
Now, 99% of other people.
I don't like when my mother hugs me.
That's,
Yeah, but that's awkward in general. She's an awkward hugger.
I don't like to
We
be
love
touched.
you.
It's like my husband and my child. That's it.
Fair.
and your favorite authors.
That's fair.
Look at this one all bitter over here that she's not included
She
in the
wouldn't
list.
even cuddle me.
You stole the blankets.
That's a story for another time.
Now let's talk about the stories in the hotel room.
So the way that the convention worked is you had your panels, you had your signings in the mid-morning to mid-afternoon. And then there was like a big gap of time where you could kind of just chill out, hang out, go downstairs, chill out with other readers.
We didn't leave the hotel.
We did not leave the hotel.
not.
We didn't have a car, which
That's
was
when
fine.
my introvert came.
Yeah, but we lived our best life in the hotel room.
We
did.
sure did. So
I almost peed myself several times.
we had a gap of time before panels started later in the evening, and you would have panels, and then there would be a party in the afternoon or after the panels and later into the evening. So in that in between time, we went back to our hotel room and decided to DoorDash stapled Chicago foods, which was great until one of us ordered way too much fucking pizza.
I don't know.
On top
it
of that,
said it would feed this many people.
there were three.
There were three of us.
She's like, it's the smallest they have. It's a Chicago pizza, bitch. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I just was like, I need to try everything.
So during our
You let
breaks,
me order.
We did. I don't know
what
why.
was wrong with us. It was a
I don't
terrible
know why.
decision. During our breaks, we decided Steph had not seen Queen Charlotte, and while we were there,
Yes.
Caesar
Cesar Chavez came out.
Season 3, part 1 of Bridgerton came out. So I was like, let's watch. Was that Thursday?
Thursday night we watched Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, so we watched all of Queen Charlotte
in one day.
Thursday night.
we got to the hotel at like 5 o'clock. No, it was earlier
Listen,
than
we
that.
didn't go to bed
I
until
don't
like
know.
1 o'clock
It was
the
like-
first night.
It took us about an hour and a half to fall asleep because we could not stop laughing. Over literally nothing.
Nothing. We were just going crazy. So we watched
All
Queen
of Queen Charlotte.
Charlotte.
on Thursday night 1.
Cried.
Oh,
So
cried
much.
like babies.
Ripped
The very
me.
end. Oh, it's rough every time.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Keke and I have already seen
I
it.
still bawled like a little bitch.
bawled like a baby.
It's so good.
You didn't throw a pillow at me until
No, that was Bridgerton. That was Bridgerton.
So
Yeah, she hit me unexpectedly.
oh, imagine how that feels. I can't imagine.
I just wasn't prepared.
Again. Miss, I like to hits a lot. So then day 2 between Saturday. No, between did we start? Yes,
I
'cause
think
we
it was.
started.
Yes, we started.
Yeah.
I think we started Friday, or was it
Yes, we started
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday? Yeah.
We
Like, I don't
watched
know how
a
many days
couple
we
of
were there.
episodes. We watched a couple episodes of season
3.
3, yes. Did we get? No, we got through all 4.
I think we finished it Friday, because then we started watching season 1 again.
Yes, because we started
Yeah,
watching because they went and let
season
me
2 is
watch
trash.
season 2, little bitches. We got through all of season 1, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah, we finished season 1.
We watched a lot of Bridgerton.
Yeah.
So we watched season 3 on Friday. So we
Yes.
started it before we went to panel, and then we finished the last episode right before going to bed.
Yes.
And at the very end of the last episode of part 1 of season 3,
Oh, Jesus.
so Keke and Steph were sharing a bed, and then I had a bed all to myself.
Yeah, she
great.
was supposed to go sit
That
with
one.
Janelle at some point, but she lied. She lied to me.
So we're right at the end, right before the cliffhanger hangs. And all of a sudden, I got fucking pelted with a fucking pillow across the room.
I said, what? And
Yeah.
throw the pillow.
And it just hits me, and I'm like, what? It just hit my face. I wasn't ready.
It was a lot.
I can't wait for the second part.
So we did that, and then I think Thursday is when we ordered pizza. Yes, because we had pizza on Friday morning for lunch.
Lunch, yes.
And then for dinner on Friday,
Is that when we did?
did we do hot dogs?
Or did
No.
we go? No, we went
No.
downstairs.
I did that backwards.
Thursday-
Thursday we went downstairs.
Yeah.
Thursday we went downstairs. Friday we had pizza.
Yeah.
We had food in the bar on Thursday when we got to the hotel. Because there was a bar inside of our
Yes.
hotel.
Yes. So
Great.
yeah, Friday we had pizza.
Friday we had
Yeah.
pizza. Saturday was day 2 of signing. So again, same format. Early
Yeah.
morning or mid-morning to mid-afternoon was signings, a break period, and then the evening panels, which were not necessarily panels. They were actually spicy reads
Oh
with
my
a
God.
narrator.
Oh.
I swear to God, it was the
The
funniest
second
thing.
one we did, I almost peed my pants.
The second one was the best, hands
So
down.
Ashley Jade was, who was the other one?
Casey Keene.
Yes,
That's
Casey
right.
Keene.
I was all, wait a minute.
Yeah,
starts
so it
with
was
K.
Casey Keene and then Ashley Jade. And Jill and I are big fans of Ashley Jade.
100%.
And who?
Tom.
Tor-
Tom.
Tor Tom.
Tor Tom.
Tor
Tor
Tom.
Tom.
Tom Tor.
Nope, Tor was
Tor-
the first name.
Tor. He was doing like the narration
Yeah,
of the
because he's
books.
a narrator.
Yeah, he's a
Right.
narrator. He's got a lovely voice.
He really does.
He narrates Dante by Sadie Kincaid.
Yes.
I still don't know if I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah. But they were just the enactment that the host was doing.
I don't remember her name.
Is
Anna?
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 Yeah, 'cause
Anna
she
or
does
Anna's
Anna-
Attic. I followed her on
Anna's Attic.
Sister Street and she followed us back.
Yeah.
I was dying because they were like reenacting the
Oh my
scenes as
God.
they were being read.
I tried to
was
post them to our
dying.
Instagram, but I ended up censoring them out because they are very...
Yeah, so if you want to kind of see
Blow up
a
dolls have been
snippet,
used.
go to our Instagram.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh,
it was
so much fun.
hilarious.
It was good. It was fucking funny.
And there was laughter and all over the place, and even he would break character
Yeah.
every once in a
Yes.
while because he was laughing with us.
Yes.
And Ashley Jade's man was there,
Yes.
and he was like the biggest
Yes.
fan. It was so
was
freaking cute.
Really sweet.
Biggest
Seeing
hype
how
man.
supportive and just into it he was. It was
Yeah.
really sweet.
It was a lot of fun. So that was night 2.
I also really loved Tor.
Yes.
Yes.
The comment that he made like super stuck with me. I actually talked to my therapist about it. How he said not to let anybody look down on you because you
Yeah.
read romance.
Yeah.
100%.
And I struggle with that because I have had someone in my life that was like, "Oh, you read romance?" Nope. And so I really struggled with that. And so when he said that, I was like, "Oh, that like really hit home with me." And I talked to my therapist about it, and it was like an aha
yeah.
awakening moment.
Fair.
He was very
I really enjoyed like even just listening to him speak in general.
romance positive.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean he probably makes a decent amount of.
I think my favorite part is
Fan
how
base,
contrasting
yeah.
his real
Yes.
day job is,
Yes,
because
yeah.
he has a day job,
He's a professor.
and then he reads smut books
On
and
the side.
for audiobooks.
I love it.
Like,
The moderator asked, and she was like, "What are you currently reading?" And so everybody was going through what they were currently reading,
Yes.
and then you get to him, and he's like, "I'm reading like an archaeology book."
yeah.
Like a
Bunch of
history novel or
textbooks.
something. Yeah.
He goes, "I am way less cool, guy."
And then he was joking because he was there for Wild and Windy doing like signings and stuff like that. And then the following week, wasn't he there for like
for a
teaching
university conference or
a
something.
university conference or something? It was hilarious.
He was like, "This is gonna be
double
so
life.
weird."
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
I actually, having listened to both the audio person or the audio reader in the narrator. Why can't I?
What was her
not?
name? Kelly.
Kelly something. I can't remember. What her
She
last
was
name
funny.
She was funny.
And I really, I enjoyed, like, I could listen to something that she narrates.
Yeah. She
was
have
really
no
passionate.
desire. Like for me, it doesn't stem for me. And I know you're doing audiobooks when you are working, but even that for me, I think is too much. Like I can listen to music, I can watch TV, and I think for an audiobook, it would be too much for me to work
I
and
tried
listen
to when I was in a book club, I tried to listen to a book and work at the same time, and that was rough.
But I want to try it now. Like having had conversations with them and listening to how they talk about their process and things like that.
Honestly, it's easier for me to listen to a book that I've already read.
That's fair.
Because I can't really concentrate and like focus if it's a new book. But like I listened to, or I haven't listened to Detained yet, but I listened to Distance, Devoted, and Detonate. Said it in the wrong order. That's fine. By Luna Mason, I listened to those and it was easy because I've already read them.
Yeah.
Are you listening to Detained now?
I just downloaded it, but I haven't started it yet.
Okay.
I'm also thinking about just bypassing Nero and King and just listening to Dom next. Because the one thing that I think is funny is S.J. Tilly, the narrators are the same for all 4 books.
Oh, are they?
They're the same, I want to say. But for Luna Mason, they're all different. And because, was it King? I think it was King, the man who narrated Grayson's voice. I actually follow him on Instagram now because his voice was like perfect. That's the Read by Rob. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's funny. So if he's ever at a signing, I would love to meet him.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I haven't looked to see
funny.
what narrators are coming for Vegas.
I don't know.
I have to look. They're usually on like the smaller thing.
Have no idea.
So as far as conventions go, that's our next one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Because we have, even before Readers Take Denver 2025 was canceled, we had opted to cancel our tickets.
Yeah.
We were not going to participate in any of that. We were not going to fund any of that shenanigan-y nonsense. So we currently don't have a 2025
We don't.
No, but
signing.
Maybe Chicago.
Yeah, we're thinking about Chicago.
Yes, it'll be next year in May.
It's
Mother's Day weekend, but whatever. It's my weekend.
I mean,
I'm not a mom.
For my family.
I'm sure my mother will survive.
Yeah.
She wasn't here for Mother's Day this year.
Fair.
Yeah.
She was in Mexico.
I know,
with her
I
honey.
was talking to Mom about it. She's like, I'll just go with you. And I was like,
Absolutely
No.
not. Sorry, Mom.
What would she do? She would be so awkward. Could you imagine if we brought our moms with us?
oh my God. Like, y'all can stay in the hotel room the whole time.
That would be what they would do.
That would be like taking them to an adult store. Absolutely not.
I mean, we've done that too, and it was chaos.
absolutely not.
Chaos. It was fine. The passion party was one thing. Taking them to an actual sex shop was
Oh my God.
intense.
Yeah.
Intense.
That's a lot. I'm like, you're going to
We
embarrass
should have
all the
another
other
passion
people.
party.
We should. That would be fun.
That'd be fun.
I mean,
Do they still do those?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I would assume so.
I have to.
was
Something or
fun.
other. That was fun.
And who would we invite? Us 3.
And our moms.
We have a couple other friends that may come. Not very many.
Who?
My friend that I just went
Oh,
to Reno with.
yeah. Oh, and her
yes.
sister.
And her sister.
Oh my God, her sister would be just as bad as the moms.
Yeah.
Yes, she
but
would.
I would handle that one.
That'd be
Fair.
fun.
No, because really what would end up happening is our moms will just sit in the corner and giggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'd be like little children. It
Oh
would
my
be
God, what is
hilarious.
this?
Yeah, you do what?
Yes. Children. Actual children.
It's true. That's what would happen. I'm not lying. Not lying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I think that as far as... Well, yeah, Wild and Windy, we came back with 45 books.
And a shit ton of swag. We came back with
So much swag.
a
The
coffee
shirt.
cup.
So
yeah.
your
one of the things
shirt.
that they do on the downtime, like after the signings, after the event is done for the day, a lot of people in the Facebook group, they do like scavenger hunts.
Like
Well,
vendors
they'll
and
leave
things.
something.
Jeez,
They'll
yeah.
be like, "Come find me." Hee hee. Well, we were downstairs. Was it Saturday?
Yeah.
Downstairs.
Oh, we were going to
And-
get coffee.
Yeah, somebody was getting ready to start their scavenger hunt, and were putting shirts down, and I happened to look over, and I was like, "I see you," and she looked at me, and I was like, "Can I take that?" And she was like, "Go for it." So she put it down. I waited like 30 seconds, and then I just meandered over, because mind you, we had tried 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
to find something. These people don't mess around
No.
They are quick.
on it.
Yeah.
Like they'll put stuff down Like the
And
vendors,
within, like,
whoever.
seconds.
Within literal seconds. Like I saw something. Somebody posted it on Facebook and it was like 1 minute ago. And I was like, guys, put your slippers on. We're going to the freaking second floor. Like,
And we did with our
did.
slippers. Not shoes.
Yes,
we had our
slippers.
slippers.
and we went and it was already gone.
Yeah.
It was like, what the F?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that part was fun. So that's where I got this shirt. This was one of the things they left. And it just happens to be my size and it's very comfortable.
And it's green, and she likes
Yes,
green.
I love
so
green.
it was perfect.
And it's like baseball cut in the bottom. So yeah, I'm about it.
So then we, in our swag bags, which I actually don't have my swag bag. It's over there. It has stuff in it. We got those mugs, which have the vendor name,
Yeah,
or
and
not the
the-
vendor names, the
and the
major
sponsors.
sponsors on the
Major
back.
sponsors.
We also got this one, which I don't think you'll be able to see it, but this is the Pam Godwin cup that says "Villains Need Love Too."
Yeah, they do.
This is
Accurate.
also why Steph started her thought of like we should go see where she is. And then
Yes,
we found
because
out
I
what
was
she
like,
looks
I love that. And then that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
We saw that and it was like, oh, we should go see what she looks like. And then I was like, she's a goddess.
Correct.
She's beautiful.
she was great. So then we had our totes.
Yeah.
And then because we pre-ordered, so Stephanie and I pre-ordered from SJ Tilly, and then we all three pre-ordered from Shane Rose. So from Shane Rose, we got these.
No, try again.
These sweet bags that say "Billionaires with Bite."
Now I need
Who
to
call me
reread
good?
those,
Who
too.
call me good girl? Actually, isn't there something in here?
There's bookmarks, I
There's
think, in there.
bookmarks that because I haven't opened.
I think one of them is Dante.
I need to be.
Yes,
my
one of them is
rereading
Dante,
here.
Yes.
and then the whole Tarnished Empire, and then her whole catalog. Oh, and then the Hardy Boys.
Hardy Billionaire Brothers.
Then for SJ Tilly, we got our pickups, and they were in this sweet bag.
I was not expecting that. I love
I
that.
wasn't either, and it was really cute. And it's just an SJ Tilly bag, and it says, "When the men are obsessive, the women are curvy." Or sorry, where the men are obsessive, the women are curvy, and every story ends in a happily ever after.
That's our jam.
Because we love us some SJ Tilly.
Love her.
Hardcore.
And Janelle and I also bought the bear.
Oh, he's right there.
He's right there.
And it says, Bears
Bears
gotta
gotta
eat, with a peach behind it. And then I think my favorite part of that, so when we were in SJ Tilly's
Oh,
line,
yes.
she had some stickers on her free
Oh,
swags
yes.
that we were going to be, that everyone wanted. And the couple of girls in front of us wanted the sticker inside of her book, but we couldn't get it. Her PAs couldn't get it off. She couldn't get it off. So I was like, can I try? I have fresh nails. Like I have nothing on them. Now they're actually really dyed because I have purple hair dye and it's fine. No big deal. And I was like, can I try? And so I ended up getting it off and giggity. And sorry.
My second cup of coffee kicking in.
Back to the PA, and so they ended up getting to put the sticker on it. And so in my book, when SJ Tilly signed it, she signed it to the sticker queen.
I love that.
and it made my heart really happy.
I love that.
It's so funny though how we're literally like old school girls. And you talk to
Correct.
some people about being like this when you're talking
Yes.
about authors, and they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Fuck you."
I also loved when we met Liz Tom Forty. She was like, because Janelle had met her, and they're talking about how we also live, in Sacramento. And then she was like, "Are you from Rancho Sacramento too?" And I said, "Yeah, we all are." And she was like, "When do you guys fly out?" And I said, "Oh, we fly out tomorrow." And she was like, "What time?" And I was like, "You want to sit with us? You want to be friends?"
Unfortunately, her flight was earlier
Yeah.
than
No,
ours.
she flew out earlier than we did.
But it was still fun to like have that. I don't know. I feel like what's funny is people talk about like when you see celebrities, like I would, for a movie star, things like that. I don't know if I would do it.
Shit. We sat next to Jerry Halliwell.
Correct.
My God,
at
we
Disneyland.
did at Disneyland and had no freaking idea.
No clue whatsoever.
Literally no
were
idea.
not. For those of you who are unaware of who Jerry Halliwell is,
Ginger Spice.
he's
Ginger
Ginger
Spice
Spice from the
from the
Spice,
Spice
Girls.
Girls.
We were like so whoosh.
We were more trying to figure out who homie was,
Yeah,
who her
husband
husband was.
was.
Because the dudes next to us were freaking out about our husband. Because he's a Formula One
Owner?
Manager?
Owner? Supervisor?
like
Something
that.
with
I think.
the cars.
He's a big man. He's a big top dog with the
Did
cars.
not just do that.
Did you just... Oh, Christ. I'm sorry.
You just stereotyped women so hard.
I did.
So sorry to our gender. Lord help
My
us.
God.
What's funny is I'm the furthest person to be.
100%. So I was like, what the actual are you doing?
Like, that should have been me. Of the three of us. ish. But for people like for authors, I think it's authors and musicians. Like I go back.
Yes.
Shit crazy
I would
for.
lose my shit.
For
Yeah.
musicians, 100%.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. But not
Oh my
not
God.
not movie stars or no. Which we said that after we said we really weren't paying attention to Jerry Halliwell, and she's also a musician. But it's very
Fair.
different.
It's fair. But
I think it'd be
also-
different if it was like someone in a band.
Fair that we
'Cause I-
constantly listen
Yes.
to.
movie stars. I mean, granted, we know who they are outside of, like, you know who they are outside of movies, but they're portraying somebody, so you love that character.
Yeah, that's
That's
fair.
very
Musicians,
true.
You're listening to their lyrics, you're listening to their music,
Yes.
you're listening to
You connect
you
to them
know,
on a
how they-
different
Yes.
level for sure.
And that's the same with authors. You're listening, or you're reading, or well, I guess also
Something that
listening.
they put together.
in their
Yes.
head where you resonate with, especially with the authors that we read, because most of them this weekend, no, that's a couple weekends ago, they put their life in a book.
Yes.
So
Like some of the things that Sarah Kate had said where she connects,
Yes.
she has put
That I loved that.
Yeah, the character she said she connected most with was Maggie from
Mercy.
There it is. I can never remember. And so she was like, "Don't put too much thought into that or whatnot." But it was Stephanie felt really.
I connected a lot with that because
Yeah.
I connected a lot with Maggie and like her, like when she was really identifying herself and realizing who she was as a person.
Yeah.
Like, I connected a lot with that. So it meant me appreciate that book like even more.
Yeah.
It made me appreciate it even more.
And it's like when we met Cece Monroe in Steamy Lit in August. We had already read some of her. We had already read in what is it? Her Shadows, His Secrets. There it is. I always get them backwards. It's the same thing with the Pucking books from C.R. Jane. And I was like, I feel really great. But then we actually got to like sit and talk with her for a little bit. And it was like so different. And then now I have her whole entire, well, not the whole entire catalog. 'Cause she's got like 20 books like Rebecca Sharp. But I have quite a few of them.
And speaking of sitting down, so a lot of the authors, when the event was done, there was like a bar in
They
the
went to the
hotel.
bar.
Like Pam Godwin was always there.
I was peopled out though.
Yeah, like, but it was really awesome.
My little introverts needed a
Yes,
rest.
I was like, I need to go watch Bridgerton. Like, it was awesome to see them just hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
and like just having some drinks with people. Not that we did
There's
that.
not an elitist sort of.
no, like I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it wasn't like
attitude,
that.
for sure. So yeah, so it was a really good weekend. I think that we definitely enjoyed the team that put together.
Yeah, they
Wild
did
and
a
Windy.
fabulous job.
They're fun and
Yes.
We made friends with a lot of like the volunteers,
Oh my God,
and like
the
they would
volunteer
recognize
with
us.
her
Like
husband.
we would talk to them like the very first day, and then they would recognize us like
Yeah.
some of the later days, and would just be like, "Oh hey," like
Yep.
just coming up to us as if like we were friends and known each other forever.
Right.
Like they were just super personable, really just kind and funny.
yeah.
And
And it also goes to show too, I think that if you get back what you give out.
Yeah.
So if
Yes.
you're an asshole, you're gonna get assholes back
Yes.
to you.
Yeah.
We have all worked in the service industry. We all
Yes.
understand how shit works. We've
Currently
also all
work in
been
the service
volunteers for organizations
Yeah.
and understand that not everything goes the way that it should.
Yeah.
Not everything is 100% perfect all of the time. So you give grace and you get it back.
Yeah.
So while some people were probably very frustrating for those volunteers or the organizers,
Yeah.
I mean, you
We
just
had a good
gotta
experience. I also haven't heard
Yeah.
of any like
make-
super negative
No.
experiences for Wild and Windy.
it was
Not like
also
Reader's
like
Takeover.
just being around fellow book people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because obviously we talk about our books with our spouses or our parents or whatever.
They get it, but they
But
don't
it
get it.
doesn't
Yeah.
like resonate with them. But like we made friends with people in the lines.
Yeah.
We were
Yep.
talking about authors and stuff. So that part, I think that's why it was so easy for me to be more extroverted, because it just was like natural.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was easy to just carry conversations with people.
For sure. Yep. So needless to say, we would definitely do Wild and
Absolutely.
Windy again. We're gonna
Tickets go
try.
on sale July 12th.
Yes.
We're gonna try
And next year it is the 9th, then 10th
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th, I think,
of May.
or is it the 8th and 9th? Maybe it's the 9th and 10th. I don't
It's the
remember.
9th and the 10th.
Whatever Mother's Day weekend is.
Yes. So, yeah. All in all, we had a really great experience.
Yeah.
We would definitely do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if tickets have gone. I really want to go to Polycon, but I don't know if I'll ever get there.
I don't know if tickets have gone up for that. I don't even think they've announced next year's
I have no idea.
dates. I don't know. I'd have to ask Claire. Claire would know.
Fair.
Claire is another book tucker who is also a really good friend of my husband. They grew up together. It's really funny.
We can put her handle in the description
Yeah,
box.
we'll link
Yeah.
her down below.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was our experience. We are going to try to record a book haul for you guys today.
Yeah.
We understand it's like a couple of weeks late. Listen, we got back and we were freaking exhausted. So
Yeah,
we
that hit hard.
we were wrecked. Wrecked, I tell you.
Yeah.
So we needed some recovery time. Plus, work's been crazy for
Yes.
all of us. So we're all over the place.
Yeah.
But we did miss you. I hope you
Yes.
missed us.
I hope you liked our new videos that Janelle put together because
Listen,
Killing
I'm
it.
trying.
that
Killing
was
it.
great. I liked them.
I
thought
also
they were good.
posted all of our monthly reading templates.
Yes.
I haven't posted all of them. I haven't posted the July and after, but I posted all of the January through June ones. So if you ever wanted to go back and look at those or save some of those templates for next year, I'll start posting the month. I posted the July one or the June one already, and I'll post July's before the end of June is up. So you can look at that if you want to use that. Don't hesitate to use it. It's totally fine. I have our handle tagged down below. Please don't cover that because I do make those myself. But yeah,
Don't be that person. Like, give credit where it's due.
right. You don't have to tag me in them. Just don't
Yeah,
cover my
just don't
thing. I
cover-
don't
yeah.
expect you to tag me in them.
Fair.
So yeah. And then since it is June 1st, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We'll hopefully do some new June content coming
Mm-hmm.
up soon for you.
Yeah, who knows? You maybe come along with us to get another tattoo.
We
thought we
did
were-
just get one, but we didn't record it.
Again,
I don't know how to do this.
I can't see it.
I can
see,
I
it's just empty. I need something here. It's weird.
Nope, this way.
I don't know.
weird.
Just stick your arm up like this. Crazy pain. No. Bend your elbow. Put your arm down. No.
Like this.
Look at me.
Look at.
Make your arm like this.
If you do this, you should see it.
And then move your wrist down. Yeah.
There it is.
I don't know why this is so hard for
I don't
you.
know. That's hard.
My God.
On that note, we are taking a break from tattoos for the summer so that we can
Yeah.
all go out and have fun and
Maybe.
not be worried
And
about
do summer.
doing things. This
She's
one
not.
apparently is not taking a break. It's fine.
Boundaries.
No big deal.
I'm
taking a
trying.
break. Yeah, this one, she got edged real hard.
It was only a 30-minute tattoo. It wasn't enough.
She's like, I need like 5 of those.
You could have done 5 of them all up your arm. That's what I said. Anyways, we hope that you guys have a great day. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else
I don't
to
think
go
so.
over.
I think we're good.
Covered. All right,
I think
guys.
we covered everything.
Pepper.
I'm so tired.
Bye.
This has been another episode of Sister Street. I'm Janelle.
I'm Keke.
I'm Steph. I don't know.
How was
You sound like the Muppets. What is his name? The little dude.
the
I don't know that song stuck in my head.